Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Today we're doing one more Aurora video. I know we've done a lot so far. This is the last this is the last pair of colors I have done Aurora for. And then we're gonna start testing. I've done one for mastery colors, so common, order, order and chaos. And now I'm doing order and justice. Sorry, order and body. Okay, we do body and chaos, body and calm, and now body and order. We're doing Poppy here. Poppy's legend says when you hold, you gain 1 XP. You spend 3 XP to draw a card. I'm not really too focused on this. We do have some XP gain in the deck, but that's not the main concern. The main goal of the deck, obviously, we are playing Aurora. We are playing the chosen champion that says Poppy 1 that says when you play me, if your opponent scores within 3 points of the victory score, so there are 5 or more points, you ready me and gain 3 XP. So you're immediately able to draw a card if you want, or use the XP in different ways. Since we're on the topic of XP, I am playing Grim Resolve as a way to pump our units, and then if they win combat, they get 2 XP. The only use for this XP is, of course, to try to draw cards with Poppy, but also with one other card we have for XP is going to be Concentrate. I would not play this card if I believed that it was only playable with XP. Honestly, I think with Aurora, especially in these colors, that has a hard time drawing cards. I think 5 energy to draw 2 cards and do nothing else is fine. Especially for Aurora. Aurora is just like on 5, drawing 2 is fine because you really want to conserve your ruins until you get to 9, right? So you can cast your Aurora and go from there. So I don't mind this too much. But that being said, though, if you do get some XP through Poppy, and maybe you hold once or twice, and you cast one of the pump spells in one combat, this card does only cost 3. And for 3, it's very, very good. It'll never cost 1. I don't think you're ever gonna have 11 XP, but that's not the whole point. Is just to try to ramp and draw and find your aura. In these colors, we do have access to Mobilize and Catalyst. You're all familiar with that. I am also playing Sacrifice. This is 1. It's a reaction. It says there's no cost to play this. Kill a friendly mighty unit. Draw 2 cards and channel 1. Now we do have a lot of mighty units, but our goal isn't to really sacrifice them. The reason why I'm playing 1 sacrifice, not 1, 3, is because I want it on curve. When you have 6 energy, basically being able to play Poppy and then sacrifice her, it takes you from 6 energy to 7, right? So you go for you draw 2 cards and you channel 1 and you go 7. That means next turn you go 9, which gives you a higher chance to cast Aurora earlier and draw into it. So the goal here is to just a combo with your chosen champion to sacrifice it immediately, try to get 9 as fast as possible, and then do your thing. Outside of that, I would say sacrifice 4 when your unit is going to die to combat, or your opponent's trying to remove it, or maybe even rebuke it, and you don't want to replay it. Then you can use sacrifice to destroy that unit and redraw. The one strength about Poppy or in these colors for Aurora is having access to yellow. Means we get Vanguard Armory. This is so our payoffs are Vanguard Armory and Dazzling Aurora. Armory is great because it just spits out units. And of course, if we're playing Elder Dragon, which we are, basically Elder Dragon at base means everything is lethal. All your recruit tokens are lethal. It's basically always having an active Imperial Decree, right? This allows allows the 1/1 to trade with any unit, no matter how big it is, which I think is super sweet for an Aurora deck, because Aurora usually struggles with Call of the Week, but this deck actually gets to play Call of the Week. So we're actually playing Call of the Week here. because we have uh, we we have Vanguard Armory, so we can play Call of the Week to kill opposing big units, uh, which I think is super cool. We also do play Keeper's Verdict. This is Poppy's signature spell. You choose an enemy unit at a battlefield, and its owner puts on top or bottom of the deck. Basically, it's basically like Rebuke, but better, uh, because that unit is essentially like gone, and then it becomes a draw step. Rebuke puts the unit back in their hand. Keeper's Verdict just like it either gets rid of it forever, if put it on the bottom for a long time, um, or they put it back on top and it takes a draw, which is pretty nice actually. You know, if you compare it to Rebuke, it's pretty powerful, right? Uh, so outside of all those, we do have like Call the Week, Ramp is mobilizing Catalyst, Sacrifice. We're playing the Grim Resolve, Pump Spell, Concentrate, uh, Challenge as removal. I'm playing one Rally of Troops, just another way to draw a card. But also if you have Vanguard Armory, you can draw a card and tap it, and you give uh, all your units that come out a buff, which is kind of nice. Make it multi-twos essentially. Our go-to units that I'm trying a few more units in this list. Usually Aurora has like 6, 7 ish units. Ours has 10. That's because we don't have like Zanyas in this list. We don't have last rights. It's kind of harder for us to like recur the units, right? Which is another reason why we're playing Vanguard Armory. We're playing Dead Bloom though. We have we have 2 Dead Blooms. We have the full play set of dragons because the best Aurora Tart unit. The new one I'm playing as well is called Rift Herald, and because we're playing more units as well, Rift Herald can find them. So Rift Herald costs 8, 7 might, 1 power. It says when I move to a battlefield, look at the top 2 cards of your main deck. You may reveal a unit from among them and draw it. Recycle the rest. And it says when Rift Herald dies, you can play a unit from your hand to your base, ignoring its energy cost. You still weigh its power cost, right? But it's kind of nice too because when this dies, you can just replay something, or play something else to the base. That's big. And this thing draws cards, right? So when it moves, it draws cards, which I think is pretty cool. I want to test out as well. Another card that's newer, not newer. That is new. Is I'm not sure Atacon. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Atacon. 10 energy, a lot of energy, 10 energy, 7 might, and 3 power. But when you play him, you may kill a friendly unit as you cast him, as you play him. If you do, he costs 1 less energy, and 1 less power for each power of the sacrificed unit. And he has ganking, which is powerful, of course. We all know how powerful ganking is. And he says when I attack, the defender must kill one of their units here. I think it's super sweet ability. I want to try it out, see how good it is. It's also cool too. Like if you do sacrifice a big unit like Dead Bloom Predator, this thing only costs like 2 energy and 1 might. If you want to do that right. That being said, though, there is merit to playing Harness Dragon. It's instead of Dead Bloom Predator, but I feel like Dead Bloom being able to go to battlefield is very important. But Harness Dragon is like, it's on this list, but it is a good thing to sacrifice to Otacon. My goal is not to sacrifice things to him, it's hopefully just to hit him off Aurora, right? I can cast him and stuff, but I think the ability just like to move in to a Baron Pit or opposing Aurora units is gonna be great. Obviously, it's not so hot versus Victor, or decks that have a bunch of things that want to die. But against other mid-range decks, like against non-Victor decks, against non-LeBlanc decks, Otacon seems pretty sweet. And the ability to gank, just keep eating things back and forth is powerful. For the sideboard, it's pretty standard stuff. We have Sabotage. I'm playing the Call of the Week. I'm playing Salvage, Auction, and I'm playing Divine Judgment. I think this card is also pretty powerful. If you're able to, so Judgment says it's 7 energy, 2 power. Each player chooses 2 units, 2 gears, 2 runes, and 2 cards in their hand, and recycles the rest. And the reason why I'm playing this card in the sideboard. Might end up playing main deck potentially. This card is going to be so powerful to resolve after you have an armory in play. Like if you have an armory in play and you resolve this, you're making units all the time. But more importantly, if you resolve Divine Judgment when you have a Dazzling Aurora in play, like okay, everyone goes down to 2 runes, 2 cards in hand, but you're still spitting out monsters every turn, and then they probably have 1 turn to deal with Aurora. If they don't, you're just going to take over. Again, the only problem with Divine Judgment is that it's not so great if you don't have a board. This is basically a card in our deck where we're playing it. It seals the deal. If you have an Aurora out, you can then cast Divine Judgment and make sure, like, okay, like I'm going to send you back to the Stone Age and continue spitting out monsters, right? Or you can Divine Judgment with Armory out, depending on what units your opponent has, and just make more guys, right? So this is something I want to try with this deck, in general. But so we have now we have Poppy, we have Sivir, and we have Yi. All those videos and videos and with gameplay on my channel. I'm gonna be testing them and tuning them and trying them out. I'll get back to you with my results and what I think is the best one. But I think we're also going to see how the metagame evolves. Like, I think one of the best units for yellow is Rift Herald. Then green gets Vile Maw, which is also very powerful. The card has so much text, it's hard for people to get through it. It draws cards if it holds. And then purple gets Baron Nashor and Mind Splitter, which we know how powerful those are. Well, we know how powerful Mind Splitter is. We're going to see how powerful Baron is. But it's really interesting because all the Aurora decks get Elder Dragon, but then yellow gets Herald, purple gets Baron, and then Calm gets Vile Maw. I'm excited to see which one is best, and maybe it's going to vary depending on the metagame, but I'm excited to try. I'm going to probably lean towards Chaos and Body, like Misfortune or Sivir, just because of Baron and Elder Dragon. But, you know, it could end up being that, like, hey, maybe he's better because you can protect his Vile Maw and ends up being really good. Or maybe even Poppy is decent. Poppy doesn't struggle to find its Aurora, but like once it does, it has a good chance to beat Victor, where other Aurora decks don't have like no chance. So it's kind of wild for me to see like just be playing Call of the Week in an Aurora deck because you actually have units like Armory. Thanks to Armory. But yeah, this is the third Aurora deck we'll be testing. I'll have some gameplay up for y'all hopefully by next week. And when that goes up, it'll be up here. If you're watching this on Friday when this video came out, there will not be a video quite yet, but as soon as it's up, it will link up here if you're watching this video in the past. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, y'all. Thanks for support. It's so cool to win Best of Sivir and just be your Aurora guy in general, and just I don't know, just enjoy it. Thank you so much for support and everything. I appreciate y'all. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next time. All right, peace.